Hey, are you one of the 87% of people enjoying this channel on YouTube that aren't currently subscribed? Let's fix that by hitting the subscribe button down below. Thanks. What? I was saying okay. These kind of builds that have split their search cards are a lot harder to hit. So like Cranial Extraction, the best thing you can hit is Peer into the Abyss. But again, it's prepared for. This build is sort of hedging against the Cranial Extraction effects. Usually you can name Fae of Wishes if you have an answer to Peer, or you name Peer and answer the Fae of Wishes. You always sort of need 2 or 3 of those type effects. That is one of the strengths of Lotus Field, is that it doesn't just die to one cranial effect. If you have like the cranial effects that can hit Lotus Field, that's your best bet, the blue-black one. But you got to get it down early and before they get Lotus Field down. I really liked Adventures. I was 4-1ing with it pretty regularly, but it started to fall out of favor as people had better answers to what we were doing. Oh, I always say never keep a hand that doesn't have Lotus Field on turn 2 or 3. But our opponent's a Kahira deck, so they're control, so I'm going to keep this hand on the back of Grazer Shimmer. Really just want to find a Lotus Field in our next draw or two and we're happy. But yeah, someone on YouTube wanted the Adventures deck, so I'll get that queued up at a point. The Eldrazi deck was a deck somebody asked for on the YouTube channel. Trying to be accommodating over on the YouTube channel if people comment they want a certain deck, but as far as the Twitch stream goes, this is not quite it. Kind of want to take another Shimmer. But it's a real show of weakness to miss our lane drop, but we're not doing anything. Really aren't. I'm just going to take the Shimmer. It's fine. We just got to find a Lotus Field in this kind of matchup, truth be told. Yeah. I got to figure out stuff like donation decks, at least for the stream. Alright, let's adequately play around. Like this. Adequately play around are you thinking like the Marvel energy deck, or like, there we go, or like the like Marvel, or like Teamer energy, or like Grixis energy? Yes, censor that, sure. So next turn we get to Lotus Field plus make a second Lotus Field and they're in real trouble. I haven't found a way to make any of the energy decks work particularly. The thing is, like, it's such a parasitic mechanic that you don't have a depth of card pool. And like, one of the things about Pioneer is that it's a limited card pool, but there's some depth to it. Like, there's control cards, but there's a lot of unique control cards. So like, the problem with Marvel is you have to play a bunch of suboptimal cards to make your one good card work. And if your one good card doesn't kill them, you're just in a terrible place. Okay, well, we have all the mana in the world. Could just deal with this now if we want to. I think I kind of do want to just deal with it now. Few counters on. Hidden strings. Doesn't deal damage. Alright. Goodbye, Narset. We have the Borrower if they have a second Narset. We just need to hopefully not get Narsetted twice. Alright, Rest in Peace is fine. Alright. We could just do this, but we're not in a rush. We have a lot of things we could draw eventually. Could flash this in, but we're never killing them with just a Brazen Borrower, so let's not get too hasty. I had a Marvelist I didn't hate, but it gotten anything new in a while. Omnath, Ugin, Teamer Ultimatum, Nissa Expressive Iteration, Energy cards. Yeah, I mean, those are all for sure strong cards. I guess the biggest problem I run into, like you said, is like you're not getting anything new. The cards you do have aren't actually all that impressive. And it's just like, are you competing on the same level as some of these other Pioneer decks? Like, if you don't draw Marvel, like, the Omnath Ugin Ultimatum Nissa Expressive Iteration just sounds like you're a Adventures deck, right? Like, you're just a generic good teamer deck that's trying to play Marvel, but like now you have to play Harness Lightning and things like that. I think if you expect Phoenix to be heavily represented, you want to go Rakdos. I think if you think Phoenix will not be superly heavily represented, I would go Citadel. And then I think if you're sort of unsure, I would just learn Phoenix. Phoenix is like, how do I put it? It's like the 55% deck. Like, you're gonna beat a lot of mediocre decks, and you're gonna beat every brew, and you're gonna beat every solid deck, but like, you have some difficult matchups, and people are starting to learn how to beat the deck a lot more efficiently. So, like, I would definitely learn Phoenix and play Phoenix unless you're not certain that you can be strong enough, in your opinion, to beat the other people who have put more time into Phoenix. Okay, so we get to do the neat thing here. Tap these. I think Jund's a great choice as long as there aren't a lot of good Phoenix players around, because I think that is the one matchup you are generically scared of with Citadel. And so I think you do have to be aware of that, for sure. I could just counter this. I doubt they do. I mean, I guess, why not, right? Okay, I'm not going to use the ability. Use our mana to cycle here. Okay, we're gonna go second main. Make them lose their mana. Alright, so what are we gonna have left over? We're gonna have 3 mana left over. Left over. We could just get Pier. Could get Thought Distortion for next turn. Probably what we do. Grab Thought Distortion. What have we lost so far? We lost 1. Just Mastermind, so we have 2 phase left. Yeah, a lot of control and random aggro in Phoenix, then I would probably play Phoenix or Jund. I think Rakdos is one of those decks that like people con themselves into playing more often than they should. I think you're almost certainly best off playing Phoenix or Jund. I mean, am I wrong, Peter? Am I wrong? I also like a good red-black style deck, but I don't think it's where you want to be if you're going to play a big tournament. Alright, opponent, are you going to counter this? Unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, well... we get to empty their hand. This is a Shark Typhoon, probably. We get to empty their hand and then hopefully draw something relevant. Yeah. This is a matchup I'm pretty happy to play against, all things considered, but this is... yeah. They just had all counterspells, as we kind of expected. Alright. Well, now we just need to find a Fae of Wishes before they find another counterspell. That is all we need. Now, had we been able to hit the Teferi, I think we were in phenomenal shape, but alas. I think we're only medium. I actually like I like vampires a lot, actually. I played it a bit. I think I have a guide coming out this week on it. I like it a lot. I just think that it's a worse mid-range deck than... I think it's a worse mid-range deck than Citadel right now. And, like, I think Vampires is a good meta call, but I don't think it's ever going to be in that, like, triangle of best decks. Like, I like Citadel as the push Thoughtseize deck of the group. Like, I think the triangle in Pioneer is actually just, like, control... like, actual control decks, combo decks, and then Phoenix. And, like, the aggro decks are just slightly one tier down, but they still win a lot. Like, I can't... oh, man, this is some brutal-ish here. Alright, well... if they have absolutely nothing, we can potentially win here. Yeah. I mean, they can also just tuck this. I'm not gonna cast the Hidden Strings now. Phoenix versus Blue-White is a skill matchup, to be honest. Like, you are favored as Phoenix if your Blue-White opponent is worse than you, but you are probably favored slightly as Blue-White if you are better than your Phoenix opponent. And then, like, obviously it comes down to draws and things, but I think it's a pretty skill-based matchup. They just hit my Grazer, I die. You just kill my Grazer. This is such a long way around. We're gonna hit this coast now? Hit the Grazer and kill me? Hit the Grazer? Kill me. Alright, there we go. Yeah, unfortunately, we just didn't find enough things going on. There was our Fae. Alright, but we get to board in some good cards. Thought Distortion comes in, Dispute comes in, Fry comes in, if Mizzet comes in. These Grazers can get out, because we don't really care about them. Because of things like Narset, I'm always a little bit uncomfortable running all four, but I think we still just sort of need to. We want the Borrowers for sure, but maybe we just trim on one since we have Fry. We need these. Galvanic's at its best here. We have a Hidden Strings. Again, I think we're going to end up taking it slow, so I don't think we need to overload on some of these effects. Just trim down. Whoop. Did I really take a 69 card deck or a 61 card deck? Beautiful. I did. The hero. I think that's fine. You go through enough of your deck, I'm not too worried about it. This hand is great. Oh, Balagad? Yes, please. Alright, we're gonna go Shimmer here. Ooh. Emergent's good for sure. I'll take Emergent. Again, we can scrying for another land so we don't have to sacrifice a Thespian stage if we don't want to. Now we kind of don't care about this Balagad recovery. Alright, let's scrying. Grab a temple. We don't really need strings right now. Again, post-board, we're just going to take it a little slower. We got these Lotus Fields and things. We're not in too much of a rush. Float. Alright, we have 6 mana now. This is a Shark Typhoon for 1. I don't think I've ever cared less. Yeah. Alright, now we just want to bait them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Looks like they have 2 vetoes up, or a censor and a veto. Something to that effect. Alright. Or the Shimmer. See what I think about this. Ooh. That's this. We have to be careful about Narset's reversal. Ugh. Ugh. Really don't want to care about Narset's reversal, but that would really suck. That's the thing, is like Phoenix has only good matchups except for a couple of key matchups, but they're all like not very good against the other part of the meta. Like Phoenix is really bad into like the red burn decks. You know what? I'm willing to die on this hill. No, okay. 4 mana is not Narset's reversal. This is a Shark Typhoon. Okay. Whoosh. Just a solid 6 for nothing. Alright, you're up, opponent. I'd like to pour over the pages. That cool with you, opponent? No, they drew a veto. Shark Typhoon looking for a veto. I respect it, I respect it. Did not find. It's extra Lotus Field. Black, green, blue. Untap these. In case they drew the veto, right? Might as well play around it. Go Peer. Omniscience. 4. Our first pile. They gave us Omniscience? Well, okay. If you say so. Okay, well, let's do Mastermind, Fae, Scrying. We've already won the game, but since we have to cast these spells as well. Okay, cast this. Cast Granted. I would like to use Granted, thank you. Approach. Grab Blast Zone. Okay, so first thing first, we want to get rid of this Rest in Peace, because if they were super leveling us, right? Unbelievable leveling of us. And they were like, I'm gonna hold this Dovin's veto for when they cast Approach. We just don't want it to get exiled. But since we're here, okay, let's run it back. Yeah, Thought Distortion is comically imbalanced in this matchup. They have one Narset's Reversal, and every other card in the matchup is just like easily trumped. Well, I'm going to keep this on the basis of, again, having some actual interaction, which is quite nice. A lot of good things if we can find a Lotus Field with this Shimmer. Maybe I'm being a little too liberal with my keeps, to be honest, but I put that to the bottom. I usually get aggressive with my mulligans, but I think against control we have enough time that hands that have reasonable interaction are good looks. Stage is good. So I'm afraid of Narset, so I'm just gonna pass here. Narset's one of the few cards I'm actually afraid of them just slamming here. So I'll just pass. Because like from here on out, we can like run out Shimmer and then hold up Dispute, and like if they Narset Dispute our Dispute back, it's still bad for us, but it's less bad. Absorb? Sure. Like, the secret here is that, like, we definitely want to find Lotus Field, but we're not gonna die if we don't find it this second. Alright, I would like this not to get disputed back. Alright, now we're at least in good shape. Now we're potentially in great shape. Scrying. Lotus Field. I think we were supposed to float this so we could Balaged. Yeah, we were. So we were supposed to Vizier first there so that we could have 2 mana open. Hey, how's it going, Eddie? So we could have 2 mana open, then untap this. Or untap the Lotus Field and Balaged now. That's okay. Still in good shape. We can pour next turn. Cycle Sensor, sure. How you doing, Eddie? Field of Ruin. Kind of cute that we can just not care about that to a degree. Yo, happy birthday to your mom. This is a fun one. Wait, they just let it happen? What? But they, what? Alright, well, I guess. I wanted to blow them out, but alas, they saw through our charade. Now are they gonna do it? Now that they've just let me get a hexproof land? There you go. Not a big Big Ben fan here, to be honest, but can respect it. A friend of mine's a big Steelers fan, so I'm sure it's interesting to get to see the game going on. Countering this, that's fine. All about that Mac Jones life, yeah. On to the playoffs. I'm a big fan. I think Mac has done well above expectation. I'm also like realistic. We won so many years in a row. You can't always win them all. Gotta be okay with some rebuilding years. Probably the Patriots. Actually, almost assuredly the Patriots are the most popular. The Red Sox are close second. And then it's like Celtics, Bruins, and then like 800 levels below them is yeah, Celtics are definitely more popular than Bruins, but it's close. It's one of those things where like they're probably on the same level. I just don't like hockey, so I'm probably biased, if I'm being completely honest. We get Blast Zone here. Ticket up one. Get Blast Zone so that we can answer a Narset Yeah, hockey's like the only major sport, like of the big 4 or 5 sports, that I never got into. Let's see. Another Lotus Field, not quite what we need. Alright, let's drop a Niv. Start making them answer stuff. Can't counter this one. Oh, this 7 mana Deluge looking for an answer? Sure. Two hours? Damn. Yeah, that is one of the downsides of the modern tech hardware, is updates and everything like that take forever. Actual forever. Alright, you got me. I get to draw another card. We're just gonna start jamming. Always gotta listen to the YouTube guys. I'm telling you, as somebody who does random stuff on YouTube, if somebody made a YouTube video about it, trust them. They put in that time. Maybe not always, to be fair, but stuff like tech, almost always. Alright, get counter spells out of your hand. We'll eventually we'll draw some other things. And they've gotten through a lot of our important or powerful cards, but like Pour isn't as important as a lot of the other cards. Alright, we're just in the thought distortion waiting room at the moment. Have a temple. Just a scry at this point. Ooh, put that one on top. So they're gonna get the scry too, which isn't great for us, but I think we just gotta keep fighting. Oh, is this just a big old shark typhoon? Sure. So we have 3 turns. It's not too bad. The fact they didn't scry though sort of does lead me to believe they already have an answer to our next spell. I threw 2 vetoes though. 2 vetoes and an absorb. Yeah. I'm gonna keep what's on top, thanks. Hope you didn't need that. Alright, 4 in hand. 3, 6, 9, 10. That's pretty nice. Even just getting a PS5 is something to celebrate about at this point, but being able to upgrade, pretty nice for sure. Alright, so it looks like they have to have exactly veto or absorb here. We know we have this Fae coming off top. So let's cast Omniscience. Consider look for veto? They just put something into the yard. They just had the veto the whole time? Yeah. Thought they could be tricksy. That's fine. Alright. We have 13 mana next turn. What can we do with it? Hope we're not dead. Oh, they're upkeep scry 2ing? Okay. Let's see a bottom here. Any bottoms in chat? 2 on top? Oh god. We're dead. I mean, they can only have 1 relevant card realistically, but that's unfortunate. It's pretty unfortunate. top is not what you want to see there. All right. Well, let's play Granted. Resolved, huh? Resolved, huh? All right, let's play Pier. We'll get Pier. This is what they have the veto for? That feels so bad. Alright, let's cycle. What can we hit? Not that. Man. Top, no less. The odds are high they have something cooking. Man, is that all 4 vetoes? They just have a Teferi. Yeah, that was all 4 vetoes. Yeah, that's... Dying to exact damage from the 4th veto off the top is so brutal there. Man, this is definitely a good matchup. That felt real bad. Yeah, because next turn we just never found our distortion. Alright. So it goes. Like I said, I think that's a matchup I'm very happy to see most times. It takes a very specific set of circumstances to lose that one. But so it goes, so it goes. Alright. My normal Queen Rounds game isn't up at the moment. What a shame, what a shame. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. Any opponents hanging out? Alright, well this hand is just good enough to be good. I'm always a fan of Dig Through Time when we have a lot of mana, and this hand has plenty of mana. It's blue-black control. Blue-black is also a good matchup, and without veto, we're a lot happier. I mean, they have Thoughtseize, which is a little bit worse for us, and like they still have Narset, which isn't good for us for sure. But we don't really care, but we'll float just for the sake of floating. We're not gonna use our Vizier here. 2 in the yard though is not bad. So I can go Thespian Stage. Alright, the Nightmare was Narset. They didn't have it, so that's good for us. Alright, you're up, opponent. We're just gonna make a lot of mana. Go from there. So Hullbreaker Horror is one of the only cards we're scared of other than Narset, just because it does interact with us pretty reliably. Alright, pass. Cast this Dig Through Time. See where that gets us. Draws and discards, huh? Get rid of this Lotus Field. Make our dig cheaper. We could cast it now. We would be fine with them countering Dig Through Time, because we can Fey and go off. Yeah, Narset's the scary card now. Alright. Wait, hold Let's delve the max cards here so that we have Vizier open. We need it. No, didn't need it. Alright, poor emergent. Alright. Time to kill them. Alright, pour over the pages. Got anything to say about this one? No. Okay. Give it a scrying. Nothing to say about that, huh? About this one. Green. What about this one? Brady's up there. I was always a big fan of like Welker, Brewski, Ty Law. Like I like Gronk a lot too. I liked Randy Moss when he was on the Patriots a lot more than when he wasn't on the Patriots. But just a lot of all-timers. Teddy was a good dude. Enjoyed always watching him. Kevin Falk's a good dude. Enjoyed watching him too. Oh yeah, that season was unreal. Absolutely unreal. Shark Typhoon, look for a negate. I mean, Wes Welker, Edelman. Once upon a time, we had some very good receivers. But it's kind of like with a lot of our best players. A lot of our best players end up wanting to win for a year or two on the Patriots and then go get their money, which like I can't fault anyone for. So the Patriots tend to underpay for the benefit of like you're on a winning team all the time, or that was like their mantra. It was like if you care about winning Super Bowls, you just come here to play cheap. Like a lot of people would just leave and get their money, which I think is more than fair. All right, same thing as before. Bring in these things, cut these grazers. Turn down on the things that just absolutely do nothing against the Narset. And call it a day. Trim down on our air a little bit. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. This hand ain't it. Mulligan. This hand also is not it. This hand is definitely it, though. Get rid of the hidden strings, so we can get rid of one of these temples. Well, Nib's a little bit away. That one right on top. Basically any land's good, but that one's very good. Okay, so they can't have anything but dispute here, so let's hit them with the scrying instead. Grab Lotus Field. Lotus Field. Shimmer. I mean, this is a good spell to counter if you think I have nothing in hand on my Mull to 5, which is very reasonable. Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna Thespian stage up. Narset, what a pain. What a pain. Negate, huh? I guess, is there stuff we would counter? Maybe. All fine, it's all fine. Oh, something we would absolutely counter. Good to know. I mean, they have the negate, which is bad for us, but we're gonna have 6 mana, so we have a lot of live draws. It's just, you know, a little rough. Little rough. Alright. Poor, especially, is like the worst draw for us with an Narset in play. It's fine, we got time. Not the most time, we got time. Another Day's Undoing? Sure. Casting it again? No, okay. It's unfortunate. They had just had like the perfect thing to fight against us. Alright, Hidden Strings does nothing. Doom Foretold. I mean, could just Days Undoing again if they have a bad hand. It's kind of funny. Sure. Alright, well. Let's do this. I mean, if they have a counter spell, they just counter what we cast after, right? Always and forever. Imagine not Days Undoing here. Like, just imagine not Days Undoing here if you didn't have a counter spell. But like, they have to. Can't be Censor, but negate. Typhoon? Alright, no way. No chance. Just actually didn't Days Undoing? That's unreal. Actually unreal. Okay. Cast Fry. Brazen Borrower. We just need 2 answers to Narset here. And let's go with Thought Distortion. They revealed Days Undoing. I thought they did. Maybe I had the wrong one open. I thought they had revealed Days Undoing with Narset, but I may have been wrong. We don't want up here. We want to have 2 answers to Narset. Well, they undoing 2 turns ago. Alright, so I assume they have to give us the 2 cards that answer their cards. In Fry and Brazen, yeah. Alright, we'll Fry this. Can't be countered. Petty Theft this. It is a sorcery, it's just they had time at other points. Cast this. Alright, you're up, opponent. 7 cards, no counter spells. It's interesting. I might have just been looking at the wrong pile, exile instead of revealed. We'll see. See if they end up casting it soon. Still can't believe they just like had 7 cards, no counter spells there. Maybe the optimal line was like, yeah, another, that's fine as long as we get to attack it down, hopefully. I can't imagine they kept too much removal in, but maybe they did. Dispute's a little annoying, but They did leave in enough removal. That's good. Maybe the optimal line was to Mastermind's Thought Distortion Fry. So that... Yeah, sure. So that they put the Fry back, and then we Masterminds for a Borrower, put the Narset back in hand, and then Thought Distortion them. Maybe that's like the optimal pile, but like... I don't know, I think that would have been a little too big brain for me. The Celestis, sure. We have a Blast Zone. Putting things at unlikely to win. But we might as well see this one through. I'll pass. You can have your day-night flip. That's fine. That's fine. Well, you can take the Balaged or the Pour. 6 of 1. You know about Dispute in their hand. Yeah, so just take the Balaged. Makes sense. I guess we get rid of a loot if we just blow that up then, but... Sure. That's pretty reasonable. So if we draw a Dispute of our own... Well, they showed us Dispute, so let's play around Dispute here. If they have anything else, they have it, but... I'll pay. They have another Dispute? A second Dispute? Doom. Alright, you're up, opponent. Dispute, huh? Unreasonable given that they used the first Dispute there, but I think we still have to try and press because we're 2 turn. Alright. We'll go to game 3. Calm down. Be cool. The joys. It's okay. We'll take our shot. Alright, sounds good. Go turn 2 scrying. They shouldn't have any interaction for it, and then we get our Lotus Field. Excuse me, opponent most of 6. We'd love some interaction, but hard to turn down a solid hand. If you've been enjoying the stream, be sure to check out the links down below the stream. YouTube channel, things like that. Super helpful. People go over there and subscribe. And any of the affiliate links down below. Obviously, don't go out of your way buying things you wouldn't otherwise, but if you were going to buy things from those places anyway, feel free to consider tossing me a click through. I don't think I need... Actually, I'm going to do this. Gives us a shot to draw. Ooh, shot to draw Dispute, and makes it look like we have a Dispute in case they want to slam a Narset. Oh, they just missed on lands. Yikes. I was meant to float. I couldn't have floated for blue. Untap there. That's fine. This on lands again. Yeah. So the VODs are always up, as far as that goes. I think the green Eldrazi league will go up tomorrow as like a YouTube video. But the streams are always up on the VODs. If you look under the previous broadcasts, I keep the VODs around, try to play stuff that doesn't get flagged for audio mute as much as I can. Hence like lo-fi beats and Persona and things like that. But the streams are always up. I'm pretty active over on YouTube if people have questions about stuff. I answer most things on Twitter when I can as well, so if ever you have questions or want to chat about stuff, feel free to shoot me a message on YouTube. People will throw comments down on any of the old videos asking about matchups and stuff all the time, so try to answer between work things. Alright, while we're waiting for our next round, might as well chill properly. Alright, so you look down here, get all these cute things. Card hoarder. If you ever need to rent magic cards, what I use all the time. They have a great referral link here. Basically has let me play Magic Online for virtually free for the last 5-6 years. Really recommend them. YouTube channels here, be sure to like and subscribe over there if you haven't already. Inked Gaming. I have a awesome dice bag from them that I won a giveaway a couple of years ago. They make really great Magic apparel, art, all those types of stuff. Be sure to give them a check out if you need a new playmat, deck box, anything like that. Phineas Coffee. Newest edition over here. Been very interested in seeing them. Check them out a couple times. Enjoy their coffee for sure. Love that it supports some interesting game hobbies. So if you're in need of a coffee refresh, be sure to give that a click. Amazon. Nobody likes Jeff Bezos, but I will take your Bezos bucks with Twitch Prime, or if you click on here and just shop as normal, it gives me a small percentage, which helps me keep all the rest of my content as free as possible. So now you have been shilled at. I appreciate it. I apologize, but gotta throw one in per stream. All right, let's get to some Sporkle while we're between rounds. Sporkle's breaking real quick. 1 second. Sporkle doesn't like ad blocker. All right. The 4-1 dream. We had a solid 4-1 dream going last time, but alas. So we have a saying in our little group, and that's you have to get at least a chest, so at least a 3-2 for it to count as a league. So big fan of at least hitting the 3-2 because it's a rebuy, and again, always a good time. Let's go. Let's do some best picture. Why not? I don't want like 1 year's best picture. 2010s. Oh man. Pioneer queue slowly picking up. We're in the 300s now. It's been creeping up. When I was first playing a lot more Pioneer, it was hanging around like 160. We've almost doubled since then, which is great to see. This hand's fantastic. Love to see the resurgence of some Pioneer interest. I know there was a Pioneer PTQ, which I'm sure, and the Pioneer Showcase, which I'm sure drove some of the interest, but either, well, they didn't show us Luris, so it's probably not White Black Humans. We already have a win condition, so I'm just gonna put dig on the bottom. So we can go Balaged, Grazer, Lotus Field here. Crack Clue. What do I want to mulligan to? Only mull to 6. Feels sort of desperate to me. Play Balaged. Play Grazer. Lotus Field. We'll turn 2 Lotus Field in play. Okay, so this looks like angels. No, it's just humans, sure. Have to take Pier, right? And we have this Fae of Wishes, so they're in trouble anyway. Take the Fae of Wishes. Okay, they have to have another answer then, right? Can't imagine they don't. Okay, another Thespian stage. Make green. Make a copy. Play a Grazer. Play a Thespian stage. You're up, opponent. Okay, it's a Coco situation. I'll take 3. Down to 16. I feel like Coco, you'd want to do it now, right? Almost assuredly. Alright, let's start with a Shimmer. We want to find at least one more land, realistically, or a Hidden Strings. Nets us some more mana. Alright, now target ourselves. Make sure we leave open a blue. Cross 25 cards. And now we're off to the races. Nice little turn 4 kill here against humans. I mean, they could find Archon here. Brutal Cathar Thalia, sure. Thalia doesn't matter. Not even a little bit. I mean, Archon there would have been tough, but we had a Brazen Borrower to bounce if need be. Alright, Hidden Strings again. Even at 3 mana, it's still incredibly efficient. We've done that, we can just Vizier. We'll go mana neutral on this. Just want to keep finding our untappers. Or omniscience. There it is. So omniscience still has to pay the Thalia tax afterwards, so we just want to make sure we can do that. So we play Omniscience, Petty Theft this, so we don't have to deal with the Thalia tax anymore, and now we've won the game. Yeah, cool. Alright. Anger of the Gods, Supreme Verdict, Ugin. Fry hits white, right? Yeah, perfect. We want our Grazers, we want these. Don't need iteration. Borrower's good. Acquisition's a little slow. From a pour. Dig. A 1 Pier. We I guess if we cut the Pier, we want the Masterminds, right? I think Niv is a better win condition. maybe just we go a little bit more fair. Just because we need to be aware of like Archon and things, and that's actually meaningful. That's worse into Archon. Really don't want these overcosted spells. There we go. Like, I'd rather have Niv and Ugin than drawing extra copies of Pyr and Ultimatum. Like, for the most part in this matchup, if we clear the board, we win. So we just need to make sure we are reasonably good at clearing the board and keeping everything clear. Alright, while we're waiting, play best picture quiz. So we need to pick out everything that won the best picture without hitting a nominee, huh? Okay, so I wish we could like X out things, because there are some I can definitely X out. Alright, King's Speech won for sure. Hurt Locker won. American Beauty won. I want to say Chicago won, yeah. Beauty and the Beast won. Did it not? Got a 1-3. You hate to see it, friend. But it happens to the best of us. Alright, this for Blast Owner. I actually don't mind this hand since we accelerate pretty hard. Happens to the best of us. Especially if you're playing like Pioneer against people who play a lot of Pioneer. It's a tough format. Alright, if they have triple 1-drop, yeah, we're in trouble. We don't have a lot of starts that beat this, to be fair. Alright, so we have Lotus Field, we're just gonna get Blast Zone. Yeah. Hit us for 4, transform your Planeswalker. Yikes. Yeah, not a lot of ways we're winning this game. We could draw Anger of the Gods, but it's still not great. What in the fuck do you mean? Jeez. Alright, I hadn't seen that one before. That's a new one. That's kind of sick, not gonna lie. Make us kind of Dobbs, though. Yeah, even if we anger, this just protects this, and then the 4/4? Damn. Okay. Hamlet Vanguard, huh? Interesting. Okay, fair enough. That was a good hand from the opponent. Triple 1-drop into the best card in their deck, probably? Alright. Yeah, this hand's almost it, but not quite it. This hand is definitely closer to it. Let's keep this, put away a Scrying. So Scrying for Blast Zone. Alright, we have a Brazen Borrower if we want. Ooh, I kind of want to get this Temple down. But I guess what I'll do is do this. Scrying for Blast Zone. And then next turn, we can just play... Okay. I actually kind of wonder if this is one of those odd games where you would want to just cast Vizier. I don't think it is. I'd say the odds that they have an answer to Vizier in their deck is quite low right now. And like being able to... I want to squish her tail. Okay, well Adeline's kind of a problem, but can't attack, so that's fine. Okay. Don't want to do that, right? We want to do this. Do we want to get rid of this blast zone though? Not a problem. I think we gotta. Alright, beginning of combat, we can bounce this. Jeez. Alright, well, you're definitely in some trouble. We're in some trouble. We need to find an answer. Anything relevant? That counts. Hold on, let me do math. I hate math, sorry. So we have 10 mana, this costs 5, yeah, okay, we're good. Oh, but all our wraths are not in the not in the board anymore. Oh, that's terrible, now that I have remembered that. But what can we do? What can we do? We have 5 mana. We can prepare for next turn. Might just be our best option. Do we even live, right? Sorry, Lachette. Think here. So we can get 9 lives. It's probably too slow though. This is a tough one. Could just like get approach, but it's so unlikely we have time. Appears never gonna be enough. Like we're gonna cast this Brazen Borrower. Or not Brazen Borrower, the Fae. Block and then bounce back to our hand, so we do have some time. Maybe it is just get something in prep for next turn. Could we like pour over the pages? I think it is. Do this. Not that. Do this. Alright, so we can block 2 things, or as long as we don't block a 3 power. We can block 2 things and then bounce this back to our hand. Is that Coco? No, Adeline, okay. Well, we knew that was in hand. Dauntless is not great for us. That's for sure. Alright, counter there. Alright. Yeah, we're only taking 4 though. Block here, block here. All right. Okay, okay. I mean, these are just mana neutral, but we need to find hidden strings, so it's fine. We're just loading up our hand. Okay. Thalia is the only thing protected. Anger is still good. Okay, hold on. How much mana can we make? 3, 6, 9, 10. That's 13. Means we can't masterminds for Ugin. Let's do another one of these, see if we can't hit another untapper. Okay, well, what does Borrower get us? Probably just turns us on, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Now we just Bal again. Strings. Black. The ultimatum. Let's get here. Omniscience. Balaged. Okay, well, do this, target poor. I should have done Fae, get approach, and then Mastermind to win. That was backwards. Won't matter, but that was backwards. There we go. Woo! That was a tight one. I think we played that about as well as we could have, with the exception of that last turn there, but able to beat a very strong green-white aggressive start. Zelda hanging out. I'll throw up the Zelda emote for our cute cat hanging out. When she's woken up from her 14th nap of the day. She likes to hang her out. Say hello. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we had Gladiator, American Beauty, Hurt Locker, Forrest Gump, Chicago, Crash, Shakespeare in Love, King's Speech, Parted, Slumdog, No Country, Return of the King, The Artist. Okay, so those are our slam dunks. We got those on lock. So the help Shine, the Help, Shine, Titanic, definitely not. Hugo, definitely not. Curious Case, Ben, Green Mile, Crouching Tiger. $9 Million Baby did win. Yep, did win. I think Atonement won too. I'm not sure. I'll leave that one for later, but I think it did. Unforgiven didn't. Sixth Sense didn't. Moulin Rouge didn't. Beautiful Mind I don't think did. Milk didn't. Schindler's List, yeah. Little Miss Sunshine didn't. Gangs of New York didn't. The Queen didn't. Sideways? That was that Paul Giamatti movie. I don't think it won. The Silence, yep. Brokeback Mountain win, or did it lose something close? Good Will Hunting won for direction. Can't remember if it won. And Titanic won because it won everything that year, so that's fine. I think Shawshank didn't. And Master and Commander definitely didn't win. What are we down to? So Sideways, Fargo, Beautiful Mind. I'm gonna say Atonement. No, it didn't. Damn. Damn. Atonement was the one that got me. Alright. While we're waiting in queue, doing some good quizzing time. What else do we got going on here? Oh, yeah, Braveheart I guess won, given that one. You can try this one. Best pictures by quotes. This will either go very well or very poorly. Alright, let's play. Forrest Gump. What? Did I just spell it wrong? No, it's 2 R's, okay. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance. Can't quite place that one. It's from the Talmud. It says, whoever saves one life saves the world entire. No idea. 42 years old, in less than a year I will be dead. Of course, I don't know that yet, and in a way I'm dead already. Man, we are not looking good. The 90s movies. Okay. Turn of the King. Okay. I am wind in his hair. Do you see that I'm your friend? Can you see that you will always be my friend? Is it Dances with Wolves? It is. Alright. We're up against the Jeskai Ascendancy player that beat us last league. Yep, they're still on Ascendancy. And isn't quite it. Hand's a lot better. Put our Omniscience back. So they're on the play, but they don't know what we're on. We know what they're on. So race. So Lotus Field is usually a turn faster than Ascendancy, if you're both like going as fast as possible. Obviously in practice that's not quite how it tends to play out all the time, but in practice at least Lotus Field should be about a turn faster than Ascendancy. Play Shimmer, look for any other land on this. That way next turn we can scrying for Lotus Field. If we naturally draw Lotus Field, we just have 6 mana, which is great. But otherwise, we're just gonna get set up to hopefully go off the next turn. Spiral. And land. Oof. They play Caryatid here, they could conceivably go off. Yep. This is what I mean by could be. Alright. Green. 1. Got our Lotus Field. Oh, we're in time. Alright. We need to draw a land. And we need them not to kill us. Otherwise, we're floating to Viziering to try and hit a land. Alright, well, Expressive means they can't kill us this turn, but again, we're treading water, hoping they don't kill us the turn after. Okay, plains. Not Ascendancy. Cruise. Omnath, sure. Alright. Miss on land. I'm gonna cycle here. Hope to hit some land. Don't. Pour. Bit of a grazer. Okay. We can make this 2 mana left over. Alright, finally we hit a land. Galvanic. Alright, we can pass. We can Brazen Borrower plus make our second Lotus Field, and then we should win next turn with Mulligan. Alright, Omnath is a pain. You have unlimited mana. Unlimited mana is a problem. Aggressive. Let's see what we got going on here. Tameo, interesting. Tameo is an interesting one. Play Tameo. Play Ascendancy. Okay, Growth Spiral. Caryatid. Okay, tap land's not too bad for us. Considers free. in this weird spot where like we have to just get rid of the Ascendancy if they play Awakening. Maybe if they play Cruise, because it's like sort of unlikely we win from there. No, we still have to just wait. Even if it's Cruise, I think. They can generate. Well, they can't generate. Okay, there's the Awakening. All right. So we lose this if they have a instant to cast right now. They can untap their Caryatid, replay the Ascendancy with 1 mana floating, and have a 1-drop. That is how we lose. Let's try to avoid that. I'd like to avoid losing twice to the same person to the same sort of out situations. If we could, please. Alright, so let's figure out our turn. We don't have a Hidden Strings. We Lotus Field for Balagad, or if we Balagad for Poor, we can't even do that without drawing an untapped land. Kind of unfortunate. But we might not win. Like, kind of a problem. Like, we can peer, but we won't have enough mana left over to do anything afterwards. Okay, well that resolved. Let's see if they have anything going. They played 3 lands this turn, so no chance on that. Yeah, bolting around. I'm not sure what she's up to, but nothing was knocked over while we're waiting. Chain to the Rocks, okay. Let's them attack for 7, 8, 9. Is there another land hiding out there? 7, 9, 11. Okay. Go to 2. A from the top rope. Half our life is 1. combo action here. That's this. Approach. Approach, dig. Approach, mastermind. There we go. The power of Zelda. Alright. Feels like we stole that one, but I'll take it. Alright, against Ascendancy, we want Wilt, Niv. Excuse me. Wilt, Niv, Distortion, Dispute. Grazer can go. Borrower can get trimmed. Dig can go. And Vizier can go. We gotta go fast, but we get better interaction than they do post-board, so we just want to make sure we find the relevant cards, and cards like Niv are really hard for them to answer. Like, they might leave it Enchained, but some versions don't run Niv, so they don't run Chained post-board against us. Okay. Hand's not great. I'm gonna go to 5. Hand's much better. Back these. We're like a Sylvan Scrying or a or a Thespian Stage away from being in reasonable shape here. I'll take land. Ooh. What are the odds? Right now, I think we need to look for more mana instead of looking for a payoff. We already have a payoff that's very hard for them to answer. And if it gets going, it's virtually impossible for them to answer. Doesn't guarantee a win, but like 2 attacks with it, or 1 attack with it probably does. Shimmer is a great draw. Let's find a stage. This could get disputed. Yeah, well. Okay. So it goes, so it goes. I mean, they could just slam an Ascendancy here. It's very bad into Wilt, but alright, so they're just holding up another dispute. Worth noting. You know, they should do this because it's probably correct too. We just want to pass. So this nets up 1 mana per cycle. So we go 4, 5, 6, right? 4 becomes 2, becomes 5, becomes 4, becomes 6. Yeah. We can play Niv next turn. I'm gonna do the math one more time just to make sure. But... okay, so 4 becomes 2, becomes 5, becomes 4. Oh, sorry, becomes 3, becomes 6. Okay. You've sold me, math. That one. Need to make sure we keep red. Need to make sure we keep all red here. They could have like a Aethergust, I suppose, but I think turn 4 Niv is pretty good. And they showed us Dispute, or like signposted Dispute. Okay, cycle land is fine. All right, Niv, you're up. Okay. Okay, I like that. Really just don't want them to have a Chain of the Rocks or Fry. Expressive. Ooh, I like that Dispute a lot. Like I said, if we get one attack in, I feel pretty confident. Mainly because all our spells have cantrip attached now. Caryatid's a good one. Blue. Oh, come on. I hate that it doesn't like every time I get butchered by the fact that it doesn't stop auto yielding if you have a dispute in hand. It's so frustrating. Absolutely so frustrating. I just gotta stop auto yielding with this deck. Like, we're supposed to just dispute back there and probably win on the spot, because then we get to second main hidden strings with the Cypher and then thought distortion them. Because we just play the stage. And... Alright, Grease is fine. Play Ascendancy, we get to dispute. That's good enough. Actual factual silence, great. Alright, you're up. Probably die. Yeah. That mystical dispute's gonna be good enough, huh? Damn. And like, if we just like, we didn't play our land because we had dispute, but if we just played our land, it also would have won. So like, it's just like the biggest frustration. Need them not to have Awakening or really any more draw spells. Like, actually any more spells, period, because they're so mana efficient with Caryatid. Alright, well that's one of the worst ones for them, insofar as they're getting pretty close to not actually being able to kill us, but I think they only need 2 spells. Right, because Awakening, yeah, Awakening plus 1 untap. They only need 2 spells. So, unless they go to 2... Man, casting a dispute also, even if they could have disputed back, would have been in 1 more point of damage. They look like they might be able to win at 1. Yeah, not being able to cast that dispute. Actually gonna kill us if they find exactly Awakening here. Need them to find Awakening, not now, but on the next spell. Expressive. Pyro. Okay, I don't think they can win if this is a cruise. I mean, if they left in Chained to the Rocks, they can. But like otherwise, even if they draw Awakening here, they have to cast Awakening, or I guess they could cast Awakening and then like a non-instant or sorcery. So Awakening into Ascendancy. But all right, we got it. All right, well, from losing that close one in round 1, we are 3-1 and alive. Oh yeah, Sparkle, not a great between round game if you have to stop what you're doing. Alright, let's see if we can pull out this 4-1. Finish out the night strong. Hey, are you one of the 87% of people enjoying this channel on YouTube that aren't currently subscribed? Let's fix that by hitting the subscribe button down below. Thanks.